What's up, family? I'm Tommy. This is how I look when I first wake up in the morning.
And I'm Sharon. This is how I look when I first wake up in the morning.
No, that's Cap, because you've got a cap on.
Hello, this is how I wake up in the morning.
So today is a very special day. Today is Father's Day. So I'm all dressed up because I've just come back from the shop to get some food for breakfast. But as I came back, Aurora had just given her daddy his cards for the day.
So I've had these cards just delivered to me in bed. I haven't actually just woken up, by the way, guys. I've been up for a minute just looking at TikTok and stuff. But I got this. To you, Daddy. Happy Father's Day, or husband in brackets. We love you. From Sharon Aurora Araya. Oh yeah, sorry, aka Kimmy. My bad. It actually says aka Kimmy.
Kimmy.
So we've got one card. Thank you, Aurora. I know this has got you written all over it, but we've actually got another card.
Oh.
Okay, we got Happy Father's Day on the front. We've got the nice neon hearts. I actually like the colour Volt as well, Aurora. I don't know if you did that deliberately or not, but I love the colour Volt. And she's going, no, I didn't. Yeah.
Oh, you did see the back. Yes.
And we've got Happy Father's Day. Lovely
Lovely.
Jabbly. A lot of you guys will not know who this guy is, but this is Del Boy Trotter.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. You need to watch Only Fools and Horses if you haven't watched it already. It's the best 80s and 90s British sitcom ever made. Yeah, this guy's a hustler. This guy lives on a council estate and he'll do whatever he can do to make his next quid.
And he did eventually.
He did eventually. He eventually became a millionaire. Anyway.
And that's Tommy's hero. This is Tommy's
He's
hero.
my hero. He kind of reminds me of my uncle. My uncle's a hustler. My uncle's a more successful and a better looking version of Del Boy Trotter, but you know, it kind of reminds me of my uncle in
But
some
that's not
ways.
too shabby. It
I
doesn't
don't
look too
know.
shabby. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the bling.
No, but come on, let's be fairness. My uncle's a better
Well,
looking.
he's better looking, but
My
I'm just
uncle's
saying.
much taller, much better looking bloke. Okay, well, let's give Big Paul his props. You're a good looking bloke, Big Paul, if you're watching. So we got to Daddy or Tommy. Happy Father's Day. Number one diamond geezer. He's a geezer, all right? And you have to know that he's a geezer and I'm a geezer too.
Look at his car.
That he's got a car, he's got the pound notes, he's got his cigar, he's got his bow tie, he's got his gold jewellery on. Del Boy Trotter is the man. Anyway, best dad in the world, number one dad. Thank you guys so much.
That was both.
Well done, Aurora. I love your
you go.
card.
Oh.
What's funny?
This is nice. My daddy. But Aurora, where's the picture of me? Where's the picture of another dad?
That's you.
That is not me.
No.
That's you. I didn't think you were gonna give it to him now, Aurora, before I put the picture in. But
Yeah,
there you go.
You're supposed to put a picture of me in there.
That's a representation.
All right,
You
maybe
get the gist.
maybe if we can get a photo printed, we'll show you guys. I can use my imagination on this.
Yes.
But thank you very much. When there's a picture of me, we'll hang it up somewhere. All right. Thank you guys so much.
I'm re-gifting Tommy something because I bought him this and he's never actually used it. So I'm
So it's a gift I've already.
I think I know.
But
wait.
no, but
I know
I'm
what it is.
re-gifting it to him, okay, so that he uses it. So when you start using it, that's when you get a new present.
Well, hang on. So
Yeah.
wait, for my birthday, she basically wrapped up two things that I bought myself and gave them to me for my birthday.
Excuse you. I bought them though.
Listen.
Do you even remember this? Do you
Yes,
do you
I
even
do.
remember that?
You got that in the old house.
Do you even remember that?
No, I don't. This is what a top chef looks like.
Exactly.
I vaguely remember you giving this to me,
You
but
got that in the old house.
That's what I mean. He doesn't even remember. So why buy something new when this one is still not used? And he's actually a top chef right now. You've actually been a
Wait,
super chef.
does this mean though? I know why you're giving this to me because you want me to cook on Father's Day, don't you? You want me to do the cooking today. I feel like
Is my plan working?
Um,
I'm cooking breakfast though. Is that fair?
to be honest with you guys, this week, every week has been a lot. Just with trying to keep on top of everything, basically. It's been a lot. You know, I've
He's
got
so
a bus-
exhausted.
I've got a
Look at his
bus-
little eyes.
Yeah, I'm exhausted. I got a business to run. I've been working hard on content as well, so it's sort of like running two businesses. I've been flat out. So today
Sleeping
I'm
late.
sleeping late at night. Yeah, I am exhausted. We were supposed to should be seeing my dad today, but I said I'm really sorry. I just need a day off. But on the subject, I do also want to say Happy Father's Day to my dad as well.
That's
Like,
right.
my dad is a top bloke, and I do really, really appreciate him. I don't tell him enough, but I do love him a lot. A lot of my personality traits come from him. You know, like the way I like to do voices, the way I like to act things out. It comes from my dad. My dad is actually a trained actor, so I got a lot of that from him. He's a top bloke. He's done his best to raise me well. He always wanted me to read more, He always wanted me to be a bit better.
How's the reading going?
The reading, I've never read a book in my life, but he tried.
At least you can read, though.
I've read a couple of books in my life.
At least
I
you
can
can
read. And I do read a lot. I do a lot of research online, so I'm not like
Yeah, but
completely
you don't
ignorant.
read
But
books.
as far as reading a book, my dad was always encouraging that I read proper books, and I've never really done that. So, yeah, Happy Father's Day to my dad.
Happy Father's Day, Grandy.
And Happy Father's Day to Grandy, right?
Yeah.
Also, I do want to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. All the fathers watching this, if you're a dad, Happy Father's Day. I've got a lot of good friends that are fathers. I've got some that are fathers to be. Or I've got one that's fathers to be. We won't say any names, but I want to say Happy Father's Day to every father, especially the good fathers who are there, that show up day in, day out for their kids. Happy Father's Day to every single one of you.
Definitely Happy Father's Day to the hands-on fathers. Yeah, we're not talking about the DBs, yeah, not the DBs. If you know what DB is. Happy Father's Day to God. He's our Heavenly Father, the ultimate Father. That is the reason why we are here. So Happy Father's Day to Him.
Praise to the Most High.
Praise to the Most High. Cook some breakfast.
What's we having?
And later on, look at this hair, y'all. Look at this hair. Stop. Oh, look at this glorious day, guys. It's so glorious.
And guys, if you're wondering what happened to the grass...
Oh, yes. It was a slip and slide. This is the only problem, like when you have the slip and slide. Now it's all muddy, but it is what it is, guys.
That's going in the vlog.
Oh, where did that come from?
The thing is, I actually respect a lady who just owns her humanness with burping and...
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
I'm not saying it's sexy or anything, but it's like, we're all human, aren't we? And, you can't be just denying your humanness, can you?
I literally don't burp or fart that much at all. Just had an idea, because we hear a lot from women about, the motherhood journey, all this kind of stuff. And I know there are some dads that talk about fatherhood, but I just wanted to ask Tommy, pick his brain to see what fatherhood is like for him. So, first question, do you like being a dad?
Yeah, I love being a dad. It's like, I've always said it's my purpose. I feel like I was put here on this planet to reproduce. I've always wanted kids since I was like, even when I was a kid, I always used to dream of having a son, but better yet, I got daughters. So my purpose is fulfilled. I love having kids. They make me complete. They give me purpose. I think I do not know what I'd do if we didn't have kids. So yeah, I love it. Yeah, it's me. When you see me, you see them. You know how it goes. Other than when I went to Miami, but.
Okay, cool. So what is the most challenging thing about fatherhood?
I would say it's the pressure of the outside world. Like, I feel like a lot of pressure on my head to provide for these. Like, if I don't go out and work very, very hard, these kids don't eat. They don't get clothes. They don't get a roof over their head. So that's a lot of pressure. It's a heavy burden to carry. And yeah, that's the one thing that I do feel a lot of stress and pressure over. It's all on me. These girls need me, like, financially.
So what has fatherhood taught you in the 9 years of you being a dad to two beautiful girls?
I don't know exactly what it's taught me, but I would say it's definitely changed me for the best. It's definitely like made me into a better all-round person. I feel like it's made me take my health a lot more serious, even though, you know, sometimes I do slack with that still, but, you know, I'm not going out every weekend. I'm not in the clubs. I'm not partying like I used to be. It's made me mature and grow up a lot, you know.
Okay. And is there anything that you miss, that you feel like you're missing out from having children?
No.
No.
No, because there's obviously things that you can't do being a parent that you would if you were, you know, single or, you know, or just a couple without kids. You know, you've got that freedom. You can go away whenever you want, you know, and have the freedom.
But then if you have kids and then you can't just leave them.
No, exactly. But the thing is, I say no, I don't miss anything because I would not change this for the world, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Like, there's occasions where you think, oh, it'd be nice just to go out and gallivant with your hands free and not have to worry about anything. Of course, we're only human, but the good outweighs the bad just so massively. I wouldn't. No, it's funny enough. A young lad, a young guy who's probably 18.
Yeah.
Who I have actually asked me, saying, "Oh, do you miss like not having kids?" And I said, "No." I said, "I don't. No, there's nothing at all that I miss about not having kids." So yeah. This is me.
What scares you about being a father?
I mean, I would say, like, as far as like their safety, I will go above and beyond to protect them. So I don't worry about that too much because I'm here. But the one thing I maybe do worry about is maybe if my health declined and I'm not here to protect them, I'm not here to feed them. That's probably my biggest concern.
Okay. And what lessons do you want to impart to your children,
What do you mean?
that will take them into their adulthood?
I would say be a better person than me. Definitely be a better person. Learn from my mistakes. Is like one thing with money. You know, in my young years, I was always very reckless. You know, I've always been working since I was a teenager, and I've always spent too much money. I've never been good at saving money. So I would definitely teach them to be responsible, to save money, to invest money, and just don't make the mistakes that I made. And also things like, you know, those horrible drunken nights out where you go out, you get blackout drunk, you act a fool, and you wake up in the morning feeling so horrible about yourself. You feel so guilty, anxious, and head full of regret. Even if you don't even do anything that bad, you always feel bad. I would always suggest to my kids that they think about their actions before, if they want to go out to a club, if they want to drink alcohol. When they're of age, I won't stop them, but I will say, don't drink too much. Don't go out and get messy like that, because be responsible, because there's so many times where I've just woke up in the morning just feeling so crap about myself because just for getting drunk and being
You and me both, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, we've all been there and done that, but I don't want my girls to be doing that, and they probably, you know, it might be that they do, but I'm always going to instill that into them. Just be responsible when you go out into the world, and especially when you're consuming alcohol, because it's a big thing in the UK. It's ingrained in us that, you know, when you turn 18, it's just a thing. Everyone goes out, gets messy drunk, goes out to pubs, clubs, bars, and I just want to kind of teach them to be responsible with alcohol, and obviously I don't want them to smoke or vape.
So what about in the morality kind of
I mean,
game?
I feel like I've got the tools to teach them good morals. You know, I feel like my whole thing is treat people how you want to be treated. So treat people with respect. Just be kind at all times, and try and also, you know, I'm the type of person I like to see the bad. Sorry, I like to see the good in people that might come across as bad. You know, I always like to be objective when I look at someone, and I say if someone has personality flaws, there might be a reason behind that. So I'd like to pass that on to them, to just be forgiving and just be,
benefit of a doubt.
yeah, give people the benefit of that. Be forgiving, try and understand people's problems, treat people with respect, and just generally just be good people, be good, kind, compassionate human beings. And I know they will be, because they got both parents that I think I've got pretty good
Yeah.
morals and good hearts.
I think we've got a right balance. We've
Yeah,
got
we're
a
not-
good balance.
We're not perfect, but I feel like
No.
we've both got very good, clean hearts, and we've learned from our past mistakes when we're
Yeah.
younger, and we've got those tools to pass on to our kids.
For Father's Day.
And also, I won't drink when I'm older.
No, thank God.
Good.
That's what Aurora's saying. So yeah, I just wanted to ask you those questions really, just to see Wagwan with the fatherhood.
That was pretty good. Did you memorize those questions?
No, I did not actually.
That actually flowed pretty well. The questions and the answers actually flowed like it was rehearsed. And I swear I didn't even know we were doing this interview, but I feel like, that was actually quite a good interview.
Yeah, I just thought that let's do something different for Father's Day, because we normally just show what we do, what we get up to. But, with motherhood and fatherhood, there's these things that we wrestle with and deal with in our own minds. And you want to see where someone's head's at.
Yeah.
And it's nice to hear from a dad. So if you're a dad as well, let me know some of the answers to the questions that I asked and the things that you love about being a dad, the things that you're worried about, especially in this day and age that we live in. We are parenting in a different world that we grew up in. So there's different challenges, right?
Yeah. So just to add to that, just obviously once again shout out to all the fathers out there, because we don't want to take anything away from the mothers, but as it's Father's Day, it's there's a lot of men that struggle mentally, physically. They struggle for their kids. They just want to make a better life for their kids, and sometimes we can't always, especially being a man, you can't always be there like you'd like to be there for your kids, because you've got to provide, you've got to bring that money in, and sometimes you've got to work. Yeah, you've got to sometimes it can be a distraction from quality time with your kids, but just want people to know that if you're out there working hard for your kids, then
Kudos to you.
it's kudos to you, because you just got to do the best by them. And we're very fortunate that we're a 2-parent household where we've got that balance. You've got the mother to do all the more of the nurturing sort of stuff. I mean, I do that as well, but you've got me to provide and work hard, so we got that good balance. And some families don't have that. There's actually single fathers out there.
Yes.
So think how difficult
100%.
that must be. You know who you are. If you're a single father,
Shout
I
out to
salute to you. Happy Father's Day to you, because you are great and you are doing your best by your kids.
Exactly.
So
I want to say something to that as well with father, because I see a lot of these posts of women saying, well, happy Father's Day to myself. I raised them. I did this. And the dad is in the picture, but he's not in the picture, if you know what I mean. They might be separated. And there's a bit of, bitterness.
thank you.
Understandably so. However, if the dad is still kind of there and still looking after the child, regardless of how the divorce ended or how the separation ended, he's still the dad. He's still the dad. You still need to give kudos, because you wouldn't be a mom if it wasn't for that man. And I'm not saying play happy family, but just respect where respect is due, and vice versa. Dads also give the moms respect too, because both jobs are hard. So yeah, I just thought I'd say that. Yeah, because there's a lot of what's it called, gender wars, isn't there? Oh no, we got this bad, and I guess we have that in our relationship as well, where it's oh, I'm doing a lot, I'm out early, and then now I'm well, I've got the kids all day, every day. There's this tug of war, and I see even on social media, it's there, very big, where the men are taking digs at women and the women taking digs at men, but it's we all need each other at the end of the day.
Yeah.
If we have children, we need to raise them together. If you're separated, do the best co-parenting job that you can. Father's Day has fallen around Men's Mental Health Month, actually.
Yeah, that's true.
So, that's another thing. I think a lot of men do struggle with, the mental health. And usually men are just so quiet about it. Literally, I'm always asking him, when I see him down, I'm are you okay? Are you okay? Do you need to talk? Is there anything wrong?
Yeah, I think that's just a male mentality. You just feel this kind of pressure that you've got to stay strong, and you don't really talk about your feelings. And I'm guilty of that as well. I have my bad days. I have my days where I struggle mentally, but I do try and keep it hidden. Especially when I'm in a male-dominated environment. I I don't talk about things. I don't really open up to things. So yeah, you're right. Men should like learn to be able to express themselves a little bit better. You know, it's just this kind of like men have just got this hard man mentality where, you know, we feel like we can't look vulnerable, especially in front of each other.
Yeah.
Like I can open up to you. I can be a bit more vulnerable around you. But when it comes to other men, I'm just not all men. I've got a few men that, you know, I can confide in, but for the most part, I'm not really opening up to my struggles.
Even women, I think, like, just ask if your man looks like he's down. Just say, "Are you okay? Are you all right? Are we good? You want to talk about anything?" Even though, because sometimes it is, I must admit, sometimes it is hard, especially when you're going through something as well. You're like just down, you're tired, and then someone comes home and they're just like in a funk. You're like, "What's wrong with you? I've had a bad day too." Your last thing you want to do is check up on them.
Yeah, and vice versa.
And
That works both ways. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bad when you both have a bad day at the same time. That's where it comes at a worse evening, because it's like you're both having a bad day. You're relying on the other one to confide in, and they're not there because they're struggling. And you know, that's something we go through a lot, isn't it? Like I think we're both just in our feelings. We're both in bad moods, and one of us can't put their feelings aside for the other one. But it's not every day. So
but what I love about us is like we've grown so much. I think we have been together so long, and it doesn't last long. No. And we're very aware that, like, I'm aware that he's not a person that's like usually down, so I pick up on it now, and he recognizes that I'm someone that's always down a lot. So he's like, okay, what's going on?
Had a good little chat. I guess we'll just see what we get up to for the rest of the day. No particular plans. Like I said, I just want to kind of try and take it easy today. The kids have insisted on setting up the slip and slide, which I don't think you guys have even seen this yet, because we did actually do a bit of filming, but we didn't really like conclude what we were doing. So we got this slip and slide, which basically you just plug into the hose and it just sprays little jets of water. And I've said, like, it's probably not a good idea. Like, it's quite warm when the wind's not blowing, but when they're wet, you can hear it. It's a little bit too windy for this, even though the sun's shining. But Aurora here insisted, didn't you?
Yes.
Ready? Go.
Not too bad, actually. It's not that cold.
Ready? Let's see. Hey, I missed it.
Faster than me.
Go. Right, this is how you're supposed to use it.
I wasn't very fast.
Hey! When they're wet and the wind blows, they're going to get cold. But I've already tried to explain this to them, and they're like, no. So guys, this is our Father's Day dinner, dunch, whatever you want to call it. Lemon pepper wings, and I've done some hot honey. No, sorry, not hot honey, jerk honey, which I've cooked before on the grill. So guys, the dinner's really...
Wait, you're missing something. See? This is why you don't get more gifts, because you don't utilize the ones I've given you, sir.
Do you like how she did this? Repackaged a present.
Okay? Wear it with pride.
What does it say again? This is what the top chef looks like.
See? And do you know what's good with this as well? It keeps your clothes clean. Because all your clothes are messy. I'm just watching out for you.
Thank you. The world's most awkward couple. Like, I've nearly finished cooking and I've only just put my apron on.
I know, right?
But we're actually nearly there. The only thing is I'm a complete idiot. So I've cooked rice. You know, obviously, like, there's a ratio you do to rice. Well, I use anyway. It's like double the amount of water to double the amount of rice. I had a bit of a brain fart and I put double the amount of rice to double the amount of water. So I ended up having to add a lot more water. And look at this pot of rice.
That is massive!
So we ended up with like a week's worth of rice.
That's alright, because I like rice and Araya likes rice, but Aurora doesn't.
If you can eat it, then kudos to you. So this is basically
a honey butter lemon pepper glaze for some of the wings, but obviously Sharon's got a. She's not doing dairy, so.
Better
this is only for
stay
some
off
of
of
the
that,
wings.
or else I'll be in the toilet like it's coming out like lava.
So some of these lemon pepper wings.
Where's my towel?
You go good.
Where's my towel?
The thing is with lemon pepper, I don't know what it is. They look under seasoned. Like the lemon pepper kind of blends in with the chicken. It always looks like you haven't got enough, so it's easy to get carried away. But I do like to do a little honey lemon pepper glaze. Look at that caramelization. Well, that chicken's like, it's so tender, it's falling apart.
Tender and juicy.
It's juicy. This is even more juicy than Steve's lava chicken.
Who is Steve Lava Chicken?
You've never heard of Steve's lava chicken?
No, I haven't.
You know Jack Black is, yeah?
I know Jack Black. Yeah.
Jack Black is Steve. On the Minecraft movie, he cooks the best lava chicken.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. We've got a bit of a mix. Obviously, we've got some plain lemon pepper that Sharon's going to eat.
Okay.
We've got some honey jerk, which you probably won't eat either. And we've got some honey lemon pepper.
I'll try as long as there's no like thingy in it.
So that one is...
Oh, what's this?
I put extra jerk on that one, so that's like an extra jerk honey...
I'll try one of them.
You want to try one of them?
I don't know.
These are like a milder honey jerk.
Okay. I'm so grateful. Thank you. Thank you so much for cooking for me. Oh, I am so grateful.
Listen.
I am so honored.
No, listen, guys.
To be getting fed.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this because there's enough people that like want to bash me and think that like for whatever reason think that I'm something that I'm not.
Thank you. Thank you. I honor you.
Sharon, get up. Listen. There's enough people that already think that I'm some like...
Let's prove them right.
Right. There's enough people on TikTok that think I'm a really bad person.
Wow.
Just for having a black wife and also for...
Let's not focus on the negative. Let's focus on the positive, you know?
Exactly.
The positive people are what matters the most.
Exactly. At least you're looking sunburnt.
Now you're gonna look Latino.
I am Latino. Is that Spanish? Listen, we've got Spanish viewers.
Well, actually, Spanish and a Spanish. I said, hey, ha, hey, obviously, I was thinking like these two Russian girls, the Sigma girls, they're like taking over England.
Sigma boy, Sigma boy, Sigma boy.
My God, copyrighted. Oh, yeah. They're taking over like England, but like if you.
She picked out this pink. It's even called Barbie Girl.
Alright guys, that is a wrap for Father's Day. I've had an amazing day with the family. The food actually turned out pretty good as well. The wings were a hit. You guys have seen me cooking before anyway, so you don't need me to justify myself too, but yeah, we appreciate you guys for watching. All the dads out there, happy Father's Day to you. Hope you guys had an amazing day and I hope your loved ones spoiled you. Anyway, we're going to love you and leave you, and we'll see you guys in another video very, very soon. Cheers, mate.